Assalamu alaikum everyone, my name's Farah Halabi and I'm a professional Muslimah life coach, and welcome to day 3 of my Ramadan Reflections. Tonight I'd like to speak with you about intentions. What are your intentions for Ramadan? What was your intention today for Ramadan? What's your why? Why are you fasting if you're fasting? Why? Is it because you have to? And subhanAllah, that's not a bad shout really, because it is a fard, subhanAllah, and to observe the month of Ramadan, subhanAllah, as a fard, as a pillar of our faith, and because it is incumbent upon you, and it is incumbent upon all Muslims to fast during Ramadan, those who can, then because you have to is fine. It's a good enough reason. But is it enough? Is because you have to a good enough reason to fast? SubhanAllah, okay, before I get into this, because it's been a long old day, SubhanAllah, so that's why my reflection has been rather late this evening. But I've been thinking about this a lot today, and I've spoken to a lot of people, SubhanAllah, today about the various different reasons of about why they're fasting. And the why is really important. What's your why? Because intentions, the reasons that you do things, especially Ramadan, especially fasting, if you intend to fast because you have to, that's going to bring a certain level of energy, a certain level of experience to your fast. If having to do something is the only reason that you're doing it, then subhanAllah, at least you are doing it. But what if your why was more compelling than I have to? Because this month there are so many blessings afforded to us, but there are the blessings that are available to us based on how we think, how we approach, what we intend. And intentions are really important, because the Prophet ﷺ said that actions are judged by their intentions, and everyone will be rewarded according to their intentions. This means that the quality of our intentions is determined by, what we think, what we intended, our thoughts. An intention is a thought. So thoughts are really, really important. And so the quality of your intention, if you like, has got to be pretty compelling for you. It's got to be, it's got to be pretty compelling. Why? Because I have to. Yep, compelling, subhanAllah. But what if you were able to, you're fasting anyway, because you think that you have to, you believe that you have to, you are observing the month of Ramadan as Muslims all over the world, but your level of connection when you have to do something, as opposed to when you want to, or you see the benefits, or you feel inspired to, you feel motivated to, you believe it's a good thing for you. And that's something that's really important, not just in Ramadan, but in our lives. When we intentionally decide to do anything, the weight of that intention, the value of that why, the power behind it is really, really important. But we get to decide that, because yes, there are things in life that we have to do. There are things that go on in our lives that, yes, absolutely, we don't have a lot of choice. Well, we do have a choice, but they are, they're obligations on us. But the way in which we fulfill those obligations, that's where we can put that amazing gift of free will that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed us with. So yes, absolutely, Ramadan is a fard, is an obligation. But when you bring how you fast, with what intentions you fast, with powerful serving intentions, beliefs about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that you are fasting because yes, you have to, but because you are ready to receive the blessings afforded to you, and that you are inspired and motivated to fast because of those blessings, but also because that is a way that you, only you, connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that you experience that fast, that you experience that fast that happens to your body, your mind, and your very being, your soul. You are experiencing that, and that experience is your choice. The fast is the fard, but the choice of how you do that is yours, and it all comes from with what you intend. The actions are judged by the intentions, and everyone will be rewarded according to their intentions. So if you're intending to fast because you have to, you'll get the reward of that. But if you're intending to fast and have made your intentions beforehand, knowing full well or believing that it is a way of you connecting to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, of you fulfilling that obligation, of you carrying out your day fasting in the way that benefits you, because it's not just fasting of the body, it's fasting of the tongue, it's fasting, it's reducing that intake or output of what is not good for you. It's keeping away from the halal during the day, even though food and drink is all halal for you, but during the day when you're fasting, it's not. But also everything else that goes with that fast. SubhanAllah, today has been one of those days where I've spoken to, within my own family, with my children, with my with community, SubhanAllah, and everyone's experience of fasting has been very different. Some people have said, oh, the first day was really easy. Some people have said it's really hard. Some people have said, you know, it's all right, I don't really feel it, you know, as long as I keep busy. And everyone's experience of that fast, which is neutral, fasting between sunrise and sunset, is very different because people think differently. So I will go back to, what is your why? What is your intention this Ramadan? Why are you fasting? What is it that you want to achieve whilst fasting? How is it that you choose to spend your fasting day? How is it that you decide to observe this month of Ramadan? Aside from the fasting of the food, what is it that how do you choose to connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? How do you choose to connect with those around you? And you can make anything that you do an act of ibadah if you intentionally decide to do so as a way of pleasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So from what you do with how you greet your family, how you interact with them, how you carry yourself about your day, how you guard your tongue, how you, make your bed, how you go around in your work, how you parent your kids or relate to your family, who you reach out to. Today, SubhanAllah, has been an amazing day of fasting and choosing how I observe that fast, what I do during the day. Aside from the tenets of the fast and of the salah, but what I've done during today. And that has been from reaching out to people I've not spoken to in a very long time. Today has been one of those days where the choice, I'm in awe, subhanAllah, of the gift of free will and of the blessings that are afforded when we live into that, when we really intentionally make intentions, when we intentionally decide, when we intentionally use that gift of free will to make choices. Your fast is obligatory. How you choose to spend your day, how you choose to observe the fast, how you choose to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala during Ramadan, aside from the tenets of our faith, the prescribed fast and salah and the reading of the Quran, you can make a walk, the school run, into an act of ibadah. You can make the drive to go shopping. You can make your housework, your professional work, an act of ibadah. You choose how you experience those things by deciding ahead of time, what focus you put on things. SubhanAllah, the intentions, your why is really, really important. So if you're fasting this month because you have to, okay, you'll get that which you have intended. If you are fasting this month because you are inspired to, you choose to, you decide to, you have used everything available to you to infuse and power that choice, that want, that desire to connect to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the rewards of those actions, that intention, will be multiplied. So if right now you're having a bit of a tough time with the fasting, you've got to fast, you have to fast, it's a bit tough, I'm not demeaning that by any means, but when you can see, when you decide what the why is, you want to connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or you want to, I don't know, you want to feel a certain feeling, you want to, what is it that you want? Because when you hit that on the head, what you do will follow suit. When you have got your why really, really, solid in your mind and in your heart, and go to work intentionally reaffirming that, repeating it, even reminding yourself, this is why, this is why, this is why, whatever it is, subhanallah, it'll make it a bit easier. I'd say it'd make it a lot easier, but step by step it will get easier, inshallah. So that's my reflection for day 3. How's your day been? I'd love to know. If you don't want to pop them on the comments, then I'd love it if you would pop me a private message. I'm going to leave you now. But as always, I pray that you are safe, well, happy and healthy. And inshallah, I shall see you tomorrow for another little conversation. But for now, take care. Assalamu alaikum.